Hello everyone and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. My name is Kath and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. If this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome, and if it's not, welcome back. Today is Monday the 27th of October 2025 and that means it is day 27 of Stamptober, our month-long Christmas crafting marathon. We're almost to the end. I don't know whether to celebrate and say yay or be sad. It's been quite a journey doing something different with you every single day. Every day. I haven't missed one this month. That's something really exciting. I hope you all had a really good weekend. We had a busy weekend and I'm exhausted. I'm really tired. I'm freezing cold too. It's only like 12 degrees here. It is freezing. But we've had a lot of lovely rain that was really, really needed. Now, hello, let's see who's here. Hello, Barb. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, Maureen. You're all here. I hope you ladies survived the weekend. The weather was crazy. Absolutely. Just mind-boggling. I ran some rubbish out to the bin yesterday afternoon and I looked to the west and the sky was purple, like not dark grey, or it was purple. And oh my goodness, I came in and I went, oh, we're about to get a really big storm. And next thing you know, there was this massive crack of thunder and the whole house shook. Everything rattled. The whole house, every single thing, the dishes in the cupboards rattled. It was violent, absolutely violent. Yeah, the sound, I didn't see much lightning, but boy, the thunder, Evelyn, it was horrific. We are lucky that Lacey dog does not mind thunder, doesn't bother her at all. She doesn't even flinch. Like, someone rings the doorbell, she goes crazy. Thunder, not a problem. She's crazy. But oh my gosh, and we had friends traveling up from Warrnambool and they were right behind it. They sort of were all the way along the highway. They were right behind it until they got to our place and down it came. So that was a blessing because I was quite concerned. I thought anyone driving in that storm would just be, oh, it was awful. But I was glad of the rain, and I haven't been out to see how full the rain barrels are, but I imagine they've got some water in them after yesterday's little effort. It was great. All right. What have I got to tell you? We're in the last week of our amazing starter kit offer. You can purchase $60. Sorry, you can purchase $234 worth of product for just $60, or you can purchase $344 worth of product for just $169. And as a bonus, you get an ongoing 20% demonstrator discount as long as you stay active, and you become a part of our team, Stampers Among the Gum Trees. So far this month, we have welcomed 5 new stampers to our little team, which is just exciting. Be nice to have new faces to talk to and share with. I think that's lovely, and I'm really thrilled for them because they get to use quality products at a discount price, which is always a good thing. If you know me, you know that's what I like to do. And is there something else I was going to tell you? And I should write these things down, shouldn't I? It'll come to me, not to worry. Oh, he would have been exhausted, Maureen. And we didn't lose power, thank goodness. But I know a lot of areas lost power. We had friends staying in the city, and the underground car park for their hotel flooded, and then all the streets. She said Hoddle Street and Victoria Parade were just like swimming pools. So yeah, it was crazy. Well, I hope he gets a an easy day today and get some rest because it's no fun. We are going to make a cute little box. Now, I've called it a tea and shortbread gift box because on the first one I did, I was able to fit in some fancy tea bags and some of those individual packs of Walker's shortbread. Except the fairies have struck and the shortbread's gone. I should know to hide it or put it somewhere where they don't find it. So it will still fit those shortbreads and some tea, but it'll also fit a block of chocolate. And I'll show you at the end how we do it. So I'm going to flip you down because this is a really cute little box. So simple to make, but it looks really, really pretty. Can't show you anything till I flip you down. Hang on a minute. Let me do this flipping. Here we go. So we're going to make this really cute little box. This one opens with a ribbon, just like so. And you slot your shortbreads and your tea bags or whatever in there. And zip it up, fold it up, and tie it in a bow. Here we go. I had it tied in a bow. I should have left it closed and picked another one to show you. Just tie it in a bow, and there you go. It's a cute little presentation box. Now, these are good for stocking stuffers, but they're actually really, really good. You know, sometimes you just want a little present. And this one is obviously not done in a Christmas theme. It's done in a everyday theme, and you just want a little present. It might just be a little thank you, or it could be so glad you came for coffee, or whatever, something. This is the perfect little thing for it. It'll also have little note cards if you want to put note cards in it. But let's get cracking, and I'll show you the others at the end. You will need one sheet of cardstock. I'm using Old Olive today, and I'm going to use my paper trimmer first. So we just have to cut it down, and it's a bit of a pain in the patootie, but we need to cut it to 11.5 inches, which is 29, 28, 29, 290, 291, 29.2 millimeters. I've already cut it down, have I? No, I must have already cut it down. Look at that. No, surely I didn't. Surely I did. It's a bit of a pain to cut that sliver off. It's the only way I could get it to fit. Only way I could get it to fit by 7.5. And I have already cut this down. Look at that, by 7.5 inches, which is 191 mils, 19.1 centimeters. That's the way I work in inches for most things, because those 0.1s drive me balmy. Now for this, I'm going to use my scoreboard because I want all the scores to be exact on this. And it's easier to get them exact. I need some, I don't want any wax here. This cardstock I think is a bit sticky. Just give me a moment. I'm going to get some wax paper and show you a little trick for the scoreboard. Won't be 1 second, maybe 2 or 3. Here it is. I noticed when I was scoring this cardstock before, it was a little sticky. If you take some baking paper, some silicone paper, and run it over your cardstock, and then give your scoring tool, a rub over, it helps. Now I'm going to use because I want the score lines to be sharp, I'm going to use the smaller bally end, and we're going to score at 1 inch. All the way down, like so. And rotate it, just because it's easier, and score at 1 inch. All the way down. And it's still a little bit, oops, see, it's still a little bit sticky. I don't know that I like that. Anyway, then we're going to score at, where are my measurements, just so I don't lead you astray. We're going to score at 2 inches. Yeah, oh, you're having trouble, aren't we? 2 inches, 3 inches, 6.5 inches, 7.5 inches. Wow. 7.5 inches and 11 inches, which gives us just a little ½ inch tab at the end here. Let's see where I'm going. And it's very right. Then we're going to go here and score just to that first score line at 5. Flip it over and do it again, just to the score line at 5 inches. That's all the scoring we need to do. There is a wee bit of cutting to be done. We are going to cut with the ½ inch tab here. We're going to take out all of that. So along there and along there. And I'm actually going to take off the score line on this side, but when I'm cutting this tab out, I'm going to cut so that normally I would take the score line off. I'm going to leave it on and very carefully follow up and along, so I can just see it, up to there, and we'll get rid of that. This side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut off the score line, but leave the score line on, so we're cutting on the outside of it on this side. It will give you a little bit of a beveled edge, but it's so when we fold the box over that it actually all fits together properly. There we go. Get rid of that. Easy peasy. Now, fold and burnish, and as always, bumpy side in. Just make sure that your edges are lining up and they are straight. You want nice sharp creases. Yeah. Down to here. To here. So you're going to go and fold these ones in, lining up the edges, like so. Now, let's see. Don't know if you can see. I've folded it in, but the score line is still just there. This is just a tiny fraction. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to cut on the outside of the score line to the there. I'm going to take just a sliver off each corner, right down, and then we're going to do the same thing for here and here. miter those corners on those tabs so we can line them up and every edge is smooth. Right. Now we're going to put on our bits. There's a few bits. There's a few panels, and I like to use the designer series paper to reinforce the panels. So I want our box is going to go like this. So we'll put it this way. That's the lid. That is the piece I want on the lid, like so. And we are putting all the bits on before we put it together because I want to show you how to put the ribbon on. Okay, so we're going to do that. Sort of centering it as best you can. There we go. So that's the top. That big panel there is the bottom. And on the bottom, I'm going to put this piece. It doesn't really matter, it's non-directional. This is a really good project for using up the smaller pieces of your designer series paper that you have left over. You know, you've cut into a sheet and you've got a bit left. It's not enough for a card front something, but it's a bit. Okay. Oh no, see, I wasn't thinking. Take that off. Grab your ribbon. And you need a good, I would go the width of my mat for the ribbon. I don't know how wide that is. Just so you've got plenty to tie your bow, because there's nothing worse than having to skimp on your bow. Now we're going to carefully fold up our box, just like so. Put it to the back. I'm getting myself in a muddle here. Put it to the back, and it's 14 centimeters wide, so we're going to mark 7 centimeters. That's the center. Then we are going to fold it up like so. Take our ribbon, pop it down, just bring it around so that it's even along the middle, just like so. Okay, flip it back, grab your double-sided tape, your tear tape, and lay your ribbon down again. And the halfway point up on your, that's not right where it was supposed to be. There we go. Just like so. Then we can burnish the back. Take the, it's not better. Take the top off the tear tape. Oh, and it come off. There we go. Pop a bit more glue on our backing piece. And that just hides the ribbon underneath, but it helps to hold it in place too. And that's the only reason I do it like that. You don't have to, but I prefer it to be like that because then it's held in place and it's not going to disappear. Alrighty. Then we've got our other bits. So these little bits go down here. There should be 2 of those, which means that I'm missing a strip. Why not? Here it is. Put that like that. Now, put it like that. Put it like that. I kind of like it like that. So maybe break it up with these bits in here and here. I've got a little strip for along the front here. Maybe we'll do it that way. All right. Your pieces don't have to all be the same. They can mix and match. They can coordinate. They can do whatever you want them to do, which is why it is really good for using up little pieces of leftover GSP. Especially handy for going through the using up the leftover 6x6 pieces. Yes, like this. Yes. Who watched the weekend videos? I can't remember what we did. Oh, Saturday we did the Memories and More. Did I use Memories and More on Saturday? I can't remember. It was yesterday the gingerbread using the treats bundle. I don't quite remember. It was a very hectic weekend. Okay. You can either leave it loose or glue it under. I glue it under. It's entirely up to you. Doesn't really matter. I'll show you an alternative closure. This little piece. So, oh, phone's going a bit crazy there, isn't it? Alrighty. Then we flip it over. These are the pieces for the inside. So that's the top. I think I like it that way. No, hold on. It doesn't really have a direction, so that goes that way. That can go in there or in there. I'm going to do it that way. These pieces look pretty, but they reinforce the box too and make it just a little bit sturdier, which is always a good thing. Pretty peacock's a lovely colour, isn't it? Do you think? I think it's gorgeous. All right. And then it goes in there. Just like so. And this bit goes over here. I love making boxes. Absolutely love making boxes. Now this 1/2 inch strip is just about the right size for this. Okay, there we are, all decorated up. Now we're going to fold these in and we're going to put a little double glue on it, put a little double glue on it, and very carefully bring the sides up and line them up so they're square. Hold it in place for a little while and then flip it over and mitering the corners means that you can actually get it really straight so that the corner of your box is really, really straight. And sometimes I will, this one's all right. Let's see what this one's like. And this one, okay. Just going to carefully take a sliver, just a sliver off this corner. You won't see it, but it will help to, just helps to line it up nicely. So that's what we'll do. It's on the inside, nobody sees that it's cut off, but it just makes the finish of your box a little nicer. There we go. And make sure this one's right. This one's actually really good, so I don't need to cut anything off this one. Hold and promote. You can use tear tape if you want to, or tape runner if you like to. I prefer liquid glue. You've got a bit of wriggle room. There we go. And there we go. That's your box. Done. And could have done with a bit more ribbon on this one. Maybe 60 centimeters, maybe. No, 60 centimeters. Yeah, maybe 60 centimeters would be good. Okay. I'm going to get a little bow with this one, but at least it looks all right. This ribbon is gorgeous. This is the Mossy Meadow and Gold trim, and it is really nice. It's really nice to tie. Some ribbons I struggle with, but this one I don't. It's just lovely. I have to turn my phone off, I think. All right, now to decorate the front, you can decorate it however you like, but I've cut these snowflakes out of DSP, so I thought I might just stick those there like that. But before I do that, I might want to cross the edges, ink the edges a little, just because I can, and so it will look a little nicer. I'm going to use, I actually think that's garden green, so let's try garden green. See how it goes. Just get me a piece of paper that I can, so that it's not too, just adds a little, probably won't even show up, but just adds a little bit of depth to the, gives it dimension. Because I don't want to make it too fancy and too tizzy. I want it to be simple. If it's too fancy and too tizzy, it puts you off making them, and I don't want to do that because they're actually really handy. These are really good too. If you make them up, decorate them and leave them flat so that you only put them together when you need to use them. They'll store flat on your shelf. I think Maureen and I were having a conversation about that a couple of weeks ago, weren't we? Things that store flat so we can just save some storage space. Now, if I wanted to, I could have inked around the edges on all the designer series paper, but I didn't. If you want to, you can. No reason why you can't. There. Now, I'm going to use some dimensionals because I do want to stick this up. So I'll put one right in the middle, like so. I'll put that like that because I lay that on there. That. And then I might put this couple yeah. Do 2 more. Just so that it sticks. I don't want it stuck down flat. I want it to be able to pop up and Mr. Dirty Paws. Oh, Maureen, that's hilarious. Well, they can't help it. Pop in Mr. Icicle just there like that. Then maybe I can try this. Go like that. No, just like that. Got some wink. You can put a greeting on the front if you want to. You don't have to, of course. And what I have been doing is, where have they got on? Did I put them away? Can't imagine I did, because that's not no, I didn't put them away. Here we go. Undo box. On this panel here, I've been using these. Oh, I really like these. I really, really like these. There we go, here's one. You can put your sentiment on sentiment on there. And what I've been doing is, where's the, no, it's not them. Where did I put them? Over here. Over here. I moved them out of the way before so I wouldn't no. Let's choose something out of here. Oh, now that's nice. There's the season's greetings. Like that. That looks quite nice. We actually put season's greetings across there if you wanted to. I might do that. I don't mind that. Actually don't mind that at all. So let's do, oh, this is sticky, isn't it? I don't know that I want, because these are soft sticky, I don't want to push it down. So I'm just going to use some glue across the middle. Just like that. I'll leave the paper on. And center it. And then on the inside here, we can put Happy Christmas. I much prefer Merry Christmas to Happy Christmas, but that is just me. It's a nice Merry Christmas. There now, we have a choice. Will we do the colouring in thing or not? What do you think? Will we get a sponge dauber and some old olive, like so, and pour it in? It's my green one. I got a green one that looks greenish. Greenish. So where'd that strip of cardstock go? Here it is. That's it. That's okay. So do you want, would did the other day. Colour it. Just like this. So it stands out a bit more. So put that away so I make a mess, because you know I will. My middle name is Mess. Should I do with the... No, that's the wet one. Where's the dry one? It's gone here. I'll use this. So I'll drag. Just wipe across. And take it off the gold. Like so. Wait, what? We don't have to use it if we don't like it. There we go. Just like so. Barb, if I can make it, anyone can make it. There's nothing difficult about it. It's just finding the lid to the glue. Boy, what do you think? Can't really see it because it's not really. Just adds sparkle. Just a little bit of sparkle. So let's do that. Or you could just leave that blank so that you can. Oh, I don't need glue, do I? Because these are sticky. I keep forgetting. Hey. Forgetting. Let me stick it down. If I can get the backing. There we go. And line it up. Ready. Just like so. Yeah. So simple. Just some lines and some cutting and folding and then some gluing. Nothing difficult about it. There we go. All right. That's our box done. Simple and easy. Like I said, if you make them up so they're flat, so that you've got them and they're flat, they're easier to store, and then you just glue them together. If you use double-sided tape, if you use your tear tape, then you can even put the tear tape on so that literally all you've got to do is pull the tear tape off. Now, let me tidy up a bit because I've got some other versions to show you that are really, well, pat myself on the back, won't I? I think they're cute. I think they're sweet. I do like these, I forgot what they're called again. Greetings for all. I do like those because they save a lot of stamping and a lot of die cutting. Which is really important when you've got hands like mine. That's the box we made today. And I showed you this one that you can make for any occasion. Now this is the it's still current, this paper, this DSP, and I've forgotten the name of it, doesn't matter. But the daisy punch, unfortunately, this large and small daisy punch has been retired for quite a while. I will never part with this punch. I love this daisy punch. I use it all the time. And it's got the green and gold ribbon on it. Then we have this one, which is done with cherry cobbler base. And I used up bits of offcuts of the Traditions of Christmas DSP. And inside I was able to fit a vanilla latte sachet. And this is a cute little block of chocolate. It is 110 grams. Really, really cute little block of chocolate. And it's actually cheaper than Lindt. Normally I'd go for a lint block, but they're too expensive. And even the Aldi version of the lint was on sale, so it was really cheap. But it just tucks in there like that, and then that just tucked in there like that. Fold it under, fold it under, fold it under, and then fold the other end under. I used a Velcro dot to close this one, just like that. This one, I used the Christmas tags and more. I always go to say memories and more. Christmas tags and more DSP and the ephemera out of it to make this one, and tied it with a ribbon. Again, the ribbon goes underneath. And this one I was able to fit in a chai tea bag, an ordinary tea bag, and a little block of chocolate. So there you go. I think they're really cute. And it does take the shortbread, the Walker's 2-pack. You can get them, and they're individually wrapped in 2 packs. Floral Impressions, thank you, Maureen. And it fits those and a couple of tea bags, and you can put in a sugar sachet if you want to, something like that. Or you could slip in some note cards, whatever you want. But they're really fun, quick and easy, and handy to have. Doesn't have to be, it doesn't even have to be for tea or coffee or chocolate or note cards or anything. It could be for anything, hankies, socks, whatever. But they're cute little gift boxes that are easy to make. Maureen, they're so quick and easy. That's what I was going to tell you before. I knew there was something else I was going to tell you. All right. Friday is our last day for Stamptober. I will be putting together a PDF of all the projects we've made this month, all 31 of them. All 31 of them. Oh, my goodness. With some photos. So that will be available. That will be $30, or it will be free with an $80 order in my store. So, but that won't be available until after Stamptober ends. I thought I'd get it out there. There you go. Cute little gift box, super easy to make. Basic measurements, nothing difficult, which is why I fiddled with the inches over the millimeters. I know there are people who think millimeters are easier, but honestly, 19.2 does not cut it for me. It is too hard to be exact. So there you go. That's what we've done for today. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, ladies. I have really appreciated you giving me your time this month. It's been wonderful. I'll be back tomorrow at 2:30 with day 28 of Stamptober. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you're watching this on replay, please do hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. That really, really would help our channel grow. Lastly, if you know someone who might like this video, who might like this little gift box, who might like the whole Stamptober playlist, because the whole Stamptober playlist is there, just send them the shares, hit that share and send them the link. Okay, I will be back, like I said, tomorrow at 2:30. Until then, stay safe, stay dry if you're in Victoria, stay cool if you're in Queensland, and have a great time stamping. Let me know if you try the boxes. Okay, see you later, folks.